What's going on, gentlemen? It's your boy John, coming back to you again with another video. How's it going? Just a quick little message, or a little, not an instructional type of video, but more of addressing a certain point, let's say. A certain thing that I find a lot of men, potentially, falling into this trap. And that's really, caring more about others than you do yourself. Okay? I think this is a problem for a lot of young people in general, a lot of men, but a lot of people in general, because you're a young guy, you just left your house, or your parents' house, maybe you're just at uni perhaps, or you just, you're starting to venture into the world. You're starting to adventure and see how life really works, and sooner or later you'll realize that life is pretty much insane. Nothing makes sense. Nothing really follows a pattern. There's some links you can make. You can say that there's a divine principle behind everything and there's destiny and all this kind of thing, and that's great, but really it's all just crazy. It's all mad, and it's unpredictable and crazy. Everything's changing all the time. It's like that in space. Nothing's stagnant, everything's moving. All the atoms are moving, okay? Nothing's still, everything's moving. So there comes a point in time where you realize this, and you come to terms with it, and you get with it. You're like, okay, things change. I change. My thoughts change. My feelings about things change. I change my opinions on things. It's just everything's in flux. But the one thing that I can make consistent, the one thing that can give me a sense of control, the one thing that I can rely on in any situation and not be dependent on a particular worldview or ideology or behavior or line or whatever. It's more about a foundation, something that can never go away. What is this? What is this secret link? How can I find this one thing that I can always rely on in any situation? Because everything's always changing and moving, and it's a dance, but what can I stand on? And the one thing that you can stand on is yourself. You can control yourself. You can control how you react and respond to the world around you. You can choose. You've got the choice. You can do it through judgment. You can choose what thoughts you pay attention to. You can choose how you act out and what you say and what you don't say. You can choose these things. You can choose how to present yourself consciously. But right now you're being run by bad conditioning that's gone wrong. All these impressions in your head. You're crazy. It's a mad world, and you're also an insane person because you've been conditioned by this mad world. And the world doesn't make sense. It tries to make sense of an insane reality, but it can't. It tries to, but it can't. And the human condition is a reflection of society. Society's crazy, so human beings are going to be crazy as well. So in order not to be insane and to lose yourself in this mess, and one of the ways that I see men doing this in today's society is allowing other people to come before them, believing that if I am nice, if I'm overly good to you, and I give a lot of myself to you, that I am going to get you, or I'm going to buy your favor, or you're going to respect me more, you're going to like me. And this is a very naive-like way of looking at the world, and it's something to come to terms with, that you can't change people's opinions. You can't make someone respect you or like you. You can't make anybody want you, if that makes any sense. You can't do it. Attraction isn't a choice. Attraction isn't a choice. It can't be forced. And that's the beauty of it, because once attractiveness really takes hold in someone, you go crazy. You go mad. You go insane. You lose yourself. You forget who you are, and you're possessed, actually, by the attraction to this person. Possessed. You don't know who you are. Just look at all these love poems that have been written over the history of humanity. Everyone knows what real attraction feels like. Craziness, madness, but there's a pleasant blissness as well, right? So you can't force that in anyone. You can't make anybody feel that way about you. Okay? It's a natural phenomenon that occurs. And don't worry, you'll meet the people who have that kind of attraction for you. Not insane love, but attraction. They want to get to know you. They like your energy. And they just find your company appealing. They like hearing you. They like hearing how you talk. They like your personality. They just like your company. They like your presence. Hey, you'll find these people. These people will come along in the forms of many different life forms. Okay, not just humans, not just men or women, or they'll come in the form of animals. You'll find times in your life where animals just seem to come to you. Animals just want to be around your presence, and you don't have to entice them to come towards you. They just come. A dog will run up to you and want to get stroked, or a cat will come by you and it will allow you to stroke it, right? Because the cat does not. You do not stroke the cat. The cat wants to be stroked and then tells you to stroke it. Big difference. A dog will just run up to you and he loves everything, right? Or you'll see birds. They'll land really closely to you. It's crazy shit. Animals will just start to come into your life. Or you may be given a present dog, or you might go to a relative's house, or you might meet someone with a dog. Animals will just find their way. And the same will happen with people. You'll find stages in your life where you just attract all these people that respect you, that value you, and want to spend their time with you. And it's these kind of people who reciprocate your energy, people who like you and who make that known, and they make an effort. Okay, I'm not saying they have to go out their way. They have to send love letters to you and all that kind of shit and admire you. No, I mean just they show that they're making an effort when you're in their presence to accommodate you a little bit, to make you feel like you're being listened to, that you're being heard, that you are something of an interest to them, that they want to be around you, and they respect your opinions, and they want to talk, and they're just a good human being, but also show some inkling of respect towards you, and they're on your program, let's say, right? It's these people that you want to make friends and be acquaintances with, not the people who don't show that kind of energy back to you, okay? And there's a rule that you will learn later on in life is, if something's bothering you, it's very easy to stop it from bothering you. Very easy. Okay, very easy. At the same time, as being men, we're very logical at the same, right? Logical. We've got energies, we've got feminine and masculine. But one of the major traits that we have as men is the masculine energy of direct logic, very, very strong logic. Okay, logic over feelings. So, understanding that, hey, is this situation in my control? Can I stop feeling this way? And whatever's bothering me, what really has the power? What's really bothering me? Is it the situation or is it my feeling? Okay, if it's my feeling, then there's a judgment. And what's the judgment that I'm making? Okay, the situation. I'm saying that it's bad. I'm saying that it's hurting me. I'm saying that it's wrong. That's what's hurting me. I can just take it away. I can take the power away right now. And immediately say, what's in my control? Okay. My own character, the way I respond to things, the way I react to things, or lack of. Yeah, I can control this. The power is in me. I have this power, this centeredness. And you will naturally stop pandering to the other person, trying to make them like you, because you will realize that I'm valuable. I've got the value already. I'm sharing myself with this person. If they don't appreciate me, oh well, I'm still just sharing myself. I'll just share myself less. Okay? I'll just share myself less. I'll just I'll just shorten my communication with him, apart from, hello, hi, and pleasantries, or her, for example, anyone, even the cat or dog, right? I'll just say pleasantries, be normal, right? But I don't have to go above and beyond. I don't have to make conversation and really give a lot of energy to this, because it doesn't require energy, because this person isn't giving it back to me. That's why you feel bad after talking to people that don't like you, because you're giving them energy, but they're not giving anything back. You're pouring your energy, sharing yourself with this person, but they're not giving any fire back. They're just you're throwing a joke, let's say, or you're sharing a certain aspect, a quirky part of your personality, and they don't respond. It's just like going through a dead wall or something. They just don't respond. There's indifference. They don't value you or your being. They're just sort of using you for company or whatever. They don't really value you, and they don't really care for you. They wouldn't care if you died. They'd use a dog. They'd use a pet as an alternative. Then again, so would I. So I don't blame them in that situation. But you will just naturally stop pandering to other people and getting them to like you, because it's more like, now, what are you doing to really make me feel comfortable in this situation? What are you doing to make me like you? What are you doing to introduce yourself to me, or get your needs met to me, or get my needs met, right? What are you doing for me, basically? And it's not a selfish thing. It's more about self-respect and understanding that if this person doesn't give me the same respect that I expect from somebody else, or that I would give to somebody else, then this person isn't worth my time. And it's pretty much end of. It's kind of a principle for relationships that you should start to develop early on in your life. I've developed it fairly early on. I developed it, I'd say 21, 22, but it was probably coming towards that decision around late teens. It doesn't matter, late teens, early 20s is all the same now. So once I started developing these things, life just became a hell of a lot more less stressful, because I didn't have to worry about impressing someone, making someone feel better, or did I say the right thing, and should I have said this and that I used to do when I was younger. I don't do that anymore. It's more like, it is what it is. Okay, I was there, I showed up, we had a conversation, it was great. Okay, end of. It is what it is. I don't need to even say that, because it doesn't exist anymore. What happened in that moment happened in that moment. It is the past, it's dead. Don't keep the past alive. Don't keep the corpse of the past alive. Don't try and drag it along. Okay, your thoughts about the past are shadows of corpses that have rotted already, that have already rotted and gone. You've got the shadow of it in your head. You need to stop believing in that shadow, because it doesn't exist. It's just an impression. But anyway, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you understood some of what I was on about, and I hope this helped a lot of you who are going through similar things. And yeah, get back to me and tell me what you think. I'll see you in a bit.